attorney.
I'm gonna appoint a lawyer for you.
I don't want a lawyer. I just want to,
Well, would you like to go to jail? I can
No.
arrange that. You can't drive. Your driver's license is suspended twice. You're driving with no insurance on your car in April. You drive again in May, doing the exact same thing. Driving with no driver's license and no insurance. Now, you may have some defenses you wish to raise, which is why I think you could benefit from having an attorney to help you.
I'm the big man, attorney Joey Franks from Big Man Law in Jackson, Mississippi, but I'm actually on the Mississippi Gulf Coast for a deposition in Biloxi. So you just saw a snippet of what's coming. This guy, he's got some license and insurance problems. Well, we're gonna take a look at it. I'll be back with you on the backside.
All right, Bobby Lee Crandall, go right out there. What?
Do I come back here after?
Probably. We'll see where it goes.
morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Tim.
Mr. Crandall, you have two files here. File 25791ST alleges you're driving suspended second offense and no insurance. Those are both misdemeanors punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. You're very frustrated because
Yeah, I am.
you believe you need to drive. So that was May 25th. Your driver's license is suspended and you're driving around with no insurance. So you like that so much, you did it again on May 13th. You're charged with driving with no insurance and driving suspended in file 25904 and 905. Let's take a look at your driver's license. The district judge does not have authority to grant somebody driving privileges. The circuit court used to, but that's very limited. Mostly it's all done through the driver license appeal division. Your driver's license is suspended. It has been since 2023. We've got several problems. You got a ticket in Kalamazoo that you failed to pay. No insurance. Even back in 23, you're driving around with no insurance. Driving suspended, 2018, Kalamazoo County. Driving suspended, 2016, Kalamazoo County. It looks like it started out by you getting some tickets and not paying them. Then you got on what I call the driving suspended merry-go-round, and it's hard to get off of it. If you don't have, yes, what do you got there?
My wife.
All right, can I
tried giving it to your. That's the time when she died.
This is your wife's death certificate?
Yes, it is. And I'm a widower.
She died in 2015?
Yes.
Okay,
Of liver failure and heart failure.
okay.
And I'm gonna live alone, Millington. Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, but it doesn't give you the right to drive around, no driver's license and no insurance.
I have insurance now here if you wish to see it.
I
have it now in front of me.
Mr. Stickley.
I'm
How
sorry.
could you get insurance if you don't have a license? Mr. Stickley, I think Mr. Crandall could use some legal help here.
Probably not a bad idea, Your Honor. I would agree.
What do you mean legal help?
Well, an attorney.
I'm gonna appoint a lawyer for you.
I don't want a lawyer. I just want to.
Well, would you like to go to jail? I can
No.
arrange that. You can't drive. Your driver's license is suspended twice. You're driving with no insurance on your car in April. You drive again in May, doing the exact same thing. Driving with no driver's license and no insurance. Now, you may have some defenses you wish to raise, which is why I think you could benefit from having an attorney to help you. All right, I'll show a plea of not guilty on all charges.
Let me ask you this.
Okay,
I don't know how to ask this. If I plead not guilty, then I get a lawyer, right?
Yeah,
If I say plead guilty, then what?
I still think you need a lawyer. If you plead guilty, the minimum you're gonna get is about $1,000 worth of fines. There's multiple charges. There's 2 charges of the same thing. The driving with no insurance carries a minimum fine of $200 plus $125
All
of
right,
cost.
so I'm going to have to be back here a second time, I
Yes,
assume.
yes.
And what's going to happen now? Okay, I understand where I'm at now. But after for a second time,
All
what's
right, well,
going to happen?
let's assume for the sake of argument that you meet with a lawyer, you pay off your Kalamazoo fine, you find out that you're eligible to get your license back. The lawyer can negotiate something with the prosecutor that could dismiss some of the charges, reduce them to civil infractions, or alternative dispositions. But you're not giving anything up. If that doesn't work, you can have 2 trials, one for each set of facts. You're not guilty of anything until you either plead guilty or you're proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But you are between the proverbial rock and the hard place. You don't have a license. You want a license to get back and forth to work. I can't give you a license. You've been driving around with no insurance as far back as 2018. I'm not sure how you got insurance if you don't have a valid driver's license. But it's complicated. It could be expensive and you could go to jail. So that's why I think you need a lawyer to help you with this. I'm going to
Will
say,
he clear me of all this or after we have this meeting again for a second time? Am I going to be able to get cleared if I get if I can get my license?
it would certainly help. I don't know the answer to that. That'll be up to the prosecutor.
And he's out right now. Or should I talk to him today?
No, you need a lawyer to help you with this. Now, this isn't as simple as you think it is. I can't wave my magic wand and give you a license. You got a lot of hard work to do. You got to go to Kalamazoo and find out how much your unpaid fine is. You got to go to the Secretary of State, which is very difficult. You have to wait your turn. You don't understand.
That I'm aware of.
All
I mean,
right.
I'm aware of the waiting period.
Okay,
at
and
the
then
Secretary of
you
State.
say, all right, what do I need to do to get my license back? When am I eligible for it? And so this isn't going to happen without some hard work being done. But in the meantime, you can't drive anymore. And my suspicion is you're going to drive to work tomorrow. You're going to get pulled over again. And then that won't be very good. But so 2 pieces of advice. They're going to give you this information with your lawyer's name and number on it. I want you to call that lawyer and make an appointment to discuss it with them. And I'll see you on July 11th at 8:30. In the meantime, it would be time for you to pay your Kalamazoo fine and find out from the Secretary of State what you need to do to get your
Can you
license.
put the number of the Secretary of State on that paperwork?
I don't know it. I don't know which Secretary of State office you're going to go to. There are several in Kalamazoo. There's one on Romance Road. There's one on Drake Road. The only one here in St. Joseph County is in Sturgis. And so you can look it up online, but it depends on which one you're going to go to. All right, you're good to go.
All right, so Judge Middleton told the guy, you're on this merry-go-round that it's hard to get off of because you got no license, no insurance, and it becomes a vicious cycle. We have something similar in Mississippi, so I really understand it. And the guy's gonna have to get his ducks in a row. How he got the insurance is really baffling to me without a license because you normally have to fill that out. Minor details, but the guy's managed to get around it one way or another. So he brings up his wife's death certificate, which is really weird, but it goes to show you what you see a lot of times in a courtroom. People will bring in documents and evidence. Makes absolutely no sense. But it happens. Judge Middleton, as always, trying to take care of the guy, trying to help him out with a lawyer. The guy's being a little bit obstinate. Middleton's trying to get this guy lined out, trying to get him set up with a lawyer, and he's fighting it every which way. I don't know why, but he is. He's looking at some serious fine money. He's gonna have to go deal with all this, And it all starts with not paying speeding tickets way back when. If you're still here, better go ahead and subscribe. We got more coming. Big Man Law.